Dear Anderson, it goes without saying that you are my favorite No, I can't do this. Dear Anderson, although the MMA world has turned their back on you, I still think of you as the... No, I don't. What if I... Yeah, that'll work. Dear Anderson, I remember when you fought Chael Sonnen and you beat the living... Oh, who am I kidding? That was forever ago. Such a beautiful day, but yet such a shitty conversation. Anyways, guys, you know me. My name's Jesse. This is the 6th round. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button before we get started. Hit the notification bell after the video. If you liked or did not like what you saw or disagree with something that I said, then engage. Prove it. Leave a negative, positive comment, or a thumbs up, or a thumbs down, or a middle finger if they come out with that in the future. It doesn't matter to me. Anyways, the main topic of discussion here is the one, the almighty, possibly the greatest middleweight. Some are debating whether or not he is the greatest fighter ever in mixed martial arts. We're gonna get to that in just a minute, but my brain's giving the world a middle finger, and that is Anderson the Spider Silva.
I back.
Now, if anybody knows Anderson Spider Silva, he just fought this past weekend, and while the fight was a decrepit piece of crap,
Thank you.
we look at his last 8 fights, and they've all been decrepit pieces of crap.
Oh my gosh.
Bees! That's the only reason why I hate the warm weather. Other than that, it's cool because I get to show my body and stuff, but like, I hate bees. They're good for the world, but stop biting. Stop like intruding, saying, hey, I'm gonna bite you, you know? Like, it's scary. I feel like I'm playing like Russian roulette. Like, am I gonna get stung now or is he gonna be cool? Anyways, back to this Anderson Silva discussion. So, a long time ago when he met Chris Weidman at UFC 162, it was the first time he's ever lost in the UFC. And it was by brutal, devastating, cocky, and pretty much self-inflicting knockout, if you will, that Anderson Silva succumbed to. The only reason why it happened is because he got cocky, he put down his hands, but that's beside the point. Then he came back and fought Chris Weidman again, bing bada boom, was doing okay. That was his leg snapping in half. It was disgusting. Then he came back years later at UFC 183 and had a barely split decision nod over Nick Diaz, but it was soon overturned as there was some illegal substances in the bloodstream.
Trust me.
Came up short against Michael Bisping via unanimous decision. Fought Daniel Cormier, yes, on short notice at UFC 200, but he looked like a slob, blah, blah. Came back at UFC 208, fought Derek Brunson. On paper, you won, but to me, that was one of the most controversial decisions literally in history. Then you came back again, you fought Israel Adesanya, and you looked real sharp, kid. But the fact of the matter is, you had a silver platter, and you planted the victory on it, and you said, hey, Israel, dinner is served. Because in my opinion, you could have had that fight in the bag, and you were in fact winning until you dropped your hands and you said, hey buddy, hit me. You showed your steel. But guess what? Those are still points on the judge. And how did you lose? By points from the judges. You lost. Then you came back and fought Jared Cannonier. Who's that? No, I'm asking. Is nowhere near the caliber that the world paints Anderson Silva to be, well, at least then. 8 fights in my opinion, which he didn't win. He wasn't the same Anderson Silva. It's time to put the gloves, not even in the center of the octagon, because I don't think you should get another fight in the octagon, so you should just put them simply in the trash. My opinion, you have destroyed your whole legacy because you keep coming back. Fact of the matter is, you keep preaching how you're the world's most spiritual martial artist and you're in touch with your Bruce Lee. I'm sorry, but the first time you lost, Bruce Lee would have learned from his mistakes and try to do something a little differently. Not come back the same 7 fights after that and fight the exact same and obviously coming up with literally almost an identical outcome. So Anderson, if this was your face... Of course, telling Anderson Silva this wouldn't really amount to anything. Like talking to him is like talking to like a brick wall or like a pre-recorded recording. Hey, Anderson, I just want to let you know.
Thank you guys, I'm Anderson Silva. O cinturão vai ficar no Brasil.
No, I understand. Yep, I get that part. We just wanted to let you know that you're not really doing that great in the UFC. And I don't think you're...
Thank you, my guys. Thank you, UFC, my fans, Lawrence of
Yeah, I know. You keep thanking us.
And thank you, everybody.
Okay, you're not done.
And thank you to my sons.
No, you keep thanking us, but we're just saying that you don't have what it takes anymore, and the UFC is going to be letting you go.
My kids always say, why fight? But Anderson is back. I'm going to fight for the middleweight title.
No, you're not going to fight for the... You know what? We're done. Now to Dana White, you have to get your head out of your ass because you keep placing Anderson Silva on these cards and he keeps losing. And to me, it's just a slap in the face to everybody else who's underneath him who deserves that co-main event slot. Anderson is on literally like an 8-fight jabroni loser streak. My point for this video is simple. Anderson Silva needs to be taken out of the UFC. He needs to be released. A statement needs to be made. Just because you were something doesn't mean you are something now. Listen, we respect what you've done, but we are not respecting what you were doing. A huge Anderson Silva fan, am totally on board with him just retiring, or even better yet, the UFC making a statement and saying, listen man, peace. Something has to be done about that because there is food, there is money being kept off of other fighters' plates because they are not on the main event because you still put people like this that are no longer worthy. The time is over. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching the video. This is my rant for the day. It was just something that was fucking pissing me off and something I had to get off my chest, even being a supreme Anderson Silva fan. Please like and subscribe or dislike, leave a negative comment, it doesn't matter. Just let me know below what you think. Let me know if you agree. Should he be released? I think he should. Should he keep fighting? Should he keep doing it? I love you guys so much and we are gonna see you for next week. I appreciate it. We have something awesome for you guys in store next week. So make sure you stay tuned and like follow along and stuff. Please. I need the money.